Three, two, one, podcast.
3, 2, 1, podcast.
Howdy, y'all.
Contact.
It's Toby out west.
With your tetnangers. Hold on to your tetnangers. It's Tobin.
So for my beer this week, my local beer, I'm going to Modern Times Brewing Company, one of my favorite San Diego breweries, I must say. Sorry if this is showing any kind of bias towards my future tasting with this beer, but
Well, a little bit.
I really like Modern Times, and Modern Times has actually made an appearance once before on the Beer Coasters podcast.
Did we do some kind of milk stout or something from them?
Oh, it was Tony Leone. Yeah, he did a backyard beer tasting with the Black House. It's their coffee stout.
Nice.
Modern Times, they do their own coffee roasting. Yes, you could buy Modern Times coffee, and they do tend to put it in a lot of their beers. So this is the City of the Dead, and it's funny because they don't really tell you what style of beer it is. I think this version that I have is the Nitro version in the can. So it's in a 1 pint can. When you look at the regular City of the Dead, it tells you for the description, it says see back label or something like that. So this is how they describe the beer. It's coffee aged in bourbon barrels. That's how that's like the style of beer.
Okay. That doesn't sound like beer at all,
right?
Actually,
It's
so you're not drinking beer, you're drinking barrel-aged coffee.
So what they do is they took the coffee, and instead of barrel aging the beer once the coffee was in it, they barrel aged the coffee and then put it in the beer.
Blend that into the beer.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So this is Modern Times City of the Dead. It's on Nitro, stout with cocoa nibs, almonds, and sea salt.
Okay.
Comes in at 30 IBUs. It uses 2-row, dark chocolate, pale chocolate, flaked barley, midnight wheat, Munich, C170, and Carapils. Those are the malts. They don't say anything about what hops they put in this. So I'm going to go ahead and crack it. Their website is moderntimesbeer.com. Cracking it. Nitro. Dumping it.
According to Untapped, wow, that is HD sound. HD sound. According to Untapped, this might just blow the doors off of your life. Word for word.
Comes in at 7.5% ABV. It told me to pour vigorously for best results, and I did. As you heard.
Yes, you
that
certainly
hyper
did.
sound. It's
the
got
THX, the Tobin Hyper X Factor pour.
It's slowly settling here. I've got like a half human finger of head, and it's very, very bubbly so far.
It's a good thing you don't have half a finger in there, because it really would be the city.
I mean, he might. It might have been dry hopped with fingers.
Zombie fingers.
I love those Nitro freaking pours. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
you just get to dump the camera. Just
yeah. So it's dark. I cannot see through it, but there is a little bit of like a kind of a copper highlight peeking through the bottom there. The head is it's a light tan head. Oh, it looks very milky. Oh, look at that.
Like a light khaki.
I don't know if you guys can tell. It's like almost looks like not coffee ice cream. It's lighter than coffee ice cream color. But anyway.
like French vanilla.
But more, it looks like malt.
Okay.
Have you ever, like malt
I
that you
do,
use
yeah.
to make malts with?
Yeah.
That's the color. Is
Give
malt.
me a malted. I'll have an egg cream. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, just coffee on the nose.
That's all that's in there, Toby. You're gonna
Sweet coffee.
There's really no beer. They're fooling
Lots of vanilla. I'm salivating. Lots of vanilla.
The question is, what kind of sandwich will he pair with this?
you. Yeah.
Like a s'mores sandwich? Is that still a sandwich?
I see Monte Cristo in my future.
There you go. Now we're talking.
Yeah, I just get coffee and vanilla, a little bit of chocolate. It just smells so roasty and
Get bourbon at all?
no, not getting any bourbon.
That's where the vanilla is coming in, right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Smelling
there you go.
vanilla.
Yeah,
that's
you're probably right.
bourbon.
Deep breath.
All right, taking a sip. Yeah, no. I think maybe there is a little bourbon peeking through.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Cheers. Super creamy. Pretty rich. There's a
Most of their beers are really smooth anyway, aren't they? I mean,
yeah.
their stuff's pretty.
Well, the Black House I think is very like robust, like strong coffee with like the bitter kind of coffee
Yeah.
roastiness. And I did have the City of the Dead not too long ago, the regular version, and I can't remember. I think it was very very bourbony. This one there is a little bit of bourbon kind of coming through, but it's mostly coffee, vanilla, chocolate, super creamy. And there's something else. Maybe that is. Yeah, there's like a little bit of a sharpness, but like from the bourbon, I think is where this. It's like the alcohol kind of
Okay.
sharpness is starting to come through a little bit. Yeah, the bourbon's starting to come through. I'm not really getting any like nuttiness from the almonds or yeah, it's
I don't
mostly
think if they're using salt too, it's just probably trying to enhance the flavor of the coffee and the vanilla and all that kind of stuff, you know. Yeah, the almonds probably going to add more, I think, the mouthfeel than flavor, you know.
yeah.
I don't really know.
Now on that sip, I did just get something
A bit nutty.
a little bit, yeah, kind of almondy, a little bit. Food pairing.
Stay away from the sandwich.
I think I might have to go French toast though.
Oh, okay.
I said the Monte Cristo, but I think I'll leave out the cheese and the ham,
Beer,
and
beer
I'll
for
just go.
breakfast, man.
I'll just go with the French toast and the powdered sugar and yeah, or even like waffles or something like that. I think. Yeah, no, I'm thinking I'm gonna stick with French toast with
Right.
maybe like a chocolate drizzle or something on it, and whipped cream, but nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy like pairing French toast with a beer. You know.
So-
I don't want to. I don't want to go too far out there.
Quick story. So I'm over at my friend's house, and he has this
You're
bottle
making
of
French toast.
Hill Farmstead, which, if you're a beer guy, you know Hill Farmstead is a fantastic brewery out of Vermont.
Yeah.
And he's got fancy beers all over the place. So he's like, "Hey, I got this bottle. It says Hill Farmstead Maple." I said, "Awesome. Let's crack it open." It's a champagne bottle. We're all ready with our tasting glasses, and he's like, "Okay, let's crack it open." We crack it open, and he's pouring it, and we're like, "Wow, this is thick. What is this?" He's like, "Oh, it's just bourbon barrel aged maple." And we're like, "Awesome. Like, what kind of style is that?" And we're like, I don't know. Okay. And we all took a little bit of this thick, like I don't know what this is, and we all took a sip, and we're like, what style is this? I mean, it's delicious, but I don't know, man. I think this
think
is
it might
straight
be
up maple
maple
syrup. And that's what it was. It was
Nice.
absolutely Hill Farmstead bourbon barrel aged maple syrup.
That is amazing.
And so what we did
I want it.
was we took that and we basically just like rolled the glass around like so it was like all on the inside, and then we poured in this like a breakfast stout, and we had like breakfast
Oh,
in
nice.
the glass.
Awesome. That
Yeah,
sounds great.
drizzle that on your
barrel
French toast.
bourbon barrel aged maple syrup.
I love it.
was
That's awesome.
Have that over some chicken and waffles.
I'm like, can we check? Can we
Yeah.
check into this on Untapped? Like, where do we check into this?
It's not, I don't see a syrup section.
Okay, so I gotta find the City of the Dead Nitro. Maybe it's called Nitro City of the Dead.
Oh, I just had it up.
Nitro City.
Okay, some people are checking in the Nitro under the regular City of the Dead. Sorry, it's gonna take me a sec.
We'll fix it in post.
Okay, here it is. City of Dead Nitro with cocoa nibs, almonds, and sea salt. Okay.
That's what we want.
So on Untapped, this beer comes in at a 3.92 out of 1,170 ratings. Not too bad. The popular locations, top 3, the Modern Times beer. The Modern Times beer, the Dankness Dojo in Los Angeles, California.
The Dankness Dojo.
I must go to the Dankness Dojo. It's on South Olive Street in Los Angeles, California. So I guess Modern Times has a tap room in LA. That's pretty cool. Number 2 is the Tap and Bottle in Tucson, Arizona. And number 3 is the Hermanos Craft Beer and Wine Bar in Tucson, Arizona. So Tucson likes their Modern Times.
Is it Pollo Hermanos?
Pollo Hermanos.
Yeah, Pollo Hermanos.
Is it the Chicken Brothers?
So there you have it, everybody. ModernTimesBeer.com. This is their City of the Dead Nitro with cocoa nibs, almonds, and sea salt. Which I want to say that their website says cacao nibs.
Cacao.
Cacao.
The can says cocoa.
Cool beans. Get it.
And that's it for me. Up next, we've got Mikey.
Yeah.
Hostess with the mostess.
I can't wait. My turn.